As I always say, life is a school. When you stop learning, you stop progressing. Today I've come to talk about the spirit, the soul, body, and mindset. Let me remind you that you're built in a four-dimensional status in your life. There are 4 dimensions of your existence in your life. And in our study today here in the Visionary School, I'm talking about that you have a spirit. That's the first thing. And then you have a soul. That's the second thing. And then you have a mindset. And then you have also the body. Everything we do on the earth begins in the spirit, because that's the first status of a human identity in the earth. You are a spiritual being. You are created to be a person who lives according to the information of the spirit. But then again, you are a living soul. You are a breath of God that God breathed into the body, and the body became a living soul, or the body became a living being. And then, of course, you have a mindset. Mindset is the things you set your mind on. The things that are in your mind that comes to you through media, comes to you through spoken words, through things that your eyes see, your nose smell, your tongue or mouth can taste, coming to you through your ears, things that you can hear. Your 5 physical senses, and these 5 physical senses are activated by your mindset. What you set your mind on, depending on the things you look at, the things you watch, the things you keep on bringing through your eyes, your eye gates, your ears, your mouth gate, and your feelings. And then of course you have the body. In Proverbs chapter 4 verse 7 says unto us, wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and in all your getting, get understanding. Wisdom is the principal thing. In all your getting, get understanding, because wisdom and understanding go together. Wisdom is something we achieve through God. Wisdom and gives us the ability to be able to differentiate, to separate between good and bad, between life and death, between evil and righteousness, between unholy and holy, between unclean and clean. Unclean things are things that God says we shouldn't eat. Clean things are things that we should eat. So to be able to differentiate these things, it is the wisdom of God. I need to be a student or a disciple where I'm taught and I'm under the covering that brings wisdom to me. Why? When wisdom comes, then I get understanding. When understanding comes from the spirit, it drops down into my mindset. When that understanding, knowing how, where, who, when, what I should do, knowing a little bit the information about the history, because history, you can never know your future until you go back to your history. History, who invented the history I believe in? Where does the history that I connect my life into comes from? Who is the author of it? Now, my history is the fact and the truth that God put Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Every truth that I learn that brings me back to my history, which is my garden in Eden, to revive that truth in me, becomes the fact that I live in the present time, and whoever is teaching me that begins to become the revelation and the prophetic voice that points me into my future. This message will be continued in the next part. You've been listening to the voice of Apostle Ngabo from the Council of Ngabo. God's Kota, celebrate Uganda in the land of Ham, the land of Kush, the Pearl of Africa. I'm saying God bless.